Welcome to CENDARI's Note-Taking Environment, the NTE as it is called. Please note that you should use Chrome as your browser and you should always start using the link Notes CENDARI Daria EU. The note-taking environment consists of 3 columns. The resources part on the left, where you can see your notes and documents, as well as related entities. All of these are organized like a file directory. In the middle, there is your working space. If you click on a file in the left-hand column, it will be presented in the middle, and you can work on it in the edit mode, or you can read it in read mode. In addition, your visualizations of your files can be found on the right-hand side, for example, places, dates, and people. To create a new note, go to New in the menu bar and select Note. Then type your note's title in this bar. I will call my note Archive Research Guide Medieval Manuscripts. Then type any text, no matter how short, in the section called Notes Content. Here I will just put Test, and this way I can save. A green bar informs me that my note has been saved, and I can see it appear in the left-hand side as a saved note. To create a table of contents and that way structure your note, type or copy and paste your selected headings. Then mark each one by one with the headings in the editor. So this will be heading 1, the second one heading 2, and the third one heading 3, and so on. Please stick to the correct order. Heading 2 follows heading 1, and so on. Save again, and a table of contents will be created automatically, which you can view in the read mode, as thus. Tagging entities. To tag entities, please mark the entity that you want to add to your resources. This may be a name of a person, a place, an event, or an organization. Mark it, so here I'm going to go and mark the place Paris, and then right-click with your mouse and choose from the context menu the appropriate entity. So here I choose place. Similarly, for a person here, the translator Gerald of Cremona, I will mark him as a person, and the author Ptolemy, also marked as a person. Afterwards, you save it, and then you will see that these appear under your entities. Here we have our 2 people, Ptolemy and Gerald of Cremona. To create a table, go to the point in the text where you want to insert a table. Click on the table button. It can be found in the second row of the editor to the left. A menu here will help you choose exactly how you want your table to look like. So here I'm going to choose, I want a table of 3 columns and with 3 rows. And there's advanced options, for example, if I want a border color that is black and a background color that is perhaps green. And so far I then put insert, and here is my section. And here with this table, I can put as whatever text I want. So here I'll put places, Paris, London, Amsterdam, and perhaps information over here. So just numbers to test how it would look like, and letters here. Then I save, and being consistent in saving your work as you create notes is a good habit to develop. Then to see how it will look in read mode, I click here, and there I see my table. If you want your entities to be recognized by the system and linked to the available database, you should right-click the entity with your mouse. Here I cannot do that because I have to be back in edit mode. So go back to edit mode and right-click it, and here are all the options in which you can do. To resolve your entities, go to your entities, select the ones that you're interested in, and put the dpedia resource. So here for Paris, I will just use this link and put Paris, since it's quite easy to guess. Then I click, enter, and the entity is resolved. And similarly, I can do the same here for London, in which I will just put the dpedia and select London and press enter, and it is resolved. Similarly, if it is a more complex entity, for example, Gerald of Cremona, I can first find the Wikipedia entry for Gerald of Cremona. I put the Wikipedia entry, I resolve it by pressing enter, and then I change it back to dpedia this way. Resolve it again, and then save. And here you can see there's visualizations have already appeared. My most common person, Gerald of Cremona, and Paris appears thus on the map. You can insert text simply by typing as you want. You can also cut and paste text that you have from another file or from a wiki. Please note that currently no images are being accepted by the note-taking environment since it's still in a development phase, but this feature will be added soon. If you have copied text into the editor's window, you can automatically detect links in the text by clicking on the big red button. So here, on this part, I'm then going to click on the big red button, and it has recognized these two links. And you can also insert links another way. This way, you merely click where you want your link inserted, click on this chain icon, put your URL, call it Alma Guest, and insert. And there you can have it as so. To insert footnotes or references, go to the bottom of your text to the place where footnotes should be. If there's no reference section yet, create it and give it a heading as explained before. So here I'm going to call it heading 6. And then I will go to this icon that has an anchor. I will provide a name for the anchor. This must be a complete name with no spaces in between. So for this one, I will call it manuscript underscore references, and that way I insert it in. Then I go to the section of the text where the footnote should be and place a number in brackets. Then mark the number and click on the chain symbol, which is insert link. Then select anchors, here manuscript references, and press insert. Then save, and in the read mode the link will work. If you are familiar with editing HTML source code, you can click on the HTML button. Here it is, and this pop-up window allows you to edit the code and save it with update. As in all word processors, you can lay out your text by marking it and afterwards choosing the layout option in the first line of the editor. If you have any problems with using the NTE or something does not work, as I've described in this tutorial, click on the button called Issue Report at the very top of the page. Please do not use the following buttons as they are in development: the RDFA content editor, the automatic content annotation, and the fact browser. These functions will be added soon so that named entities can be recognized automatically. Finally, please don't forget to save all your work and log yourself out when you finish a session. Thanks very much. Enjoy using the NTE.